What's going on, you guys? This is Aaron from Departures Capital and welcome to the video. In this video we're introducing an exciting new company to the channel, and that company is called Calibre Mining. Now Calibre Mining is a multi-jurisdiction producer focused on mining jurisdictions within the Americas. So I'm excited to be talking about this company, especially the fact that they are a producer. As we know, production is very important, especially in this stage in the game where the markets are still relatively soft and the junior sector is not getting as much love as it probably should. Yet if you are a producer, you can instantly capitalize on the uptick in the price of gold or the underlying commodity right away. So that is one benefit of being a producer. But anyways, guys, let's get into this video. For full disclosure details, this is a sponsored video. Always check the description down below for full disclosure details, along with thoroughly reading our disclaimer, and always remembering that these videos are not financial advice. With that being said, guys, I bring you Calibre Mining. Let's jump into this video. And the first thing I want to highlight was, in fact, the stock. So Calibre Mining trades on the TSX under ticker symbol CBX. It has a current market cap of $624 million, just over $624 million, and a 52-week range of 71 cents all the way up to $1.78, currently trading for $1.36. So if we do pull up the 6-month chart, the stock has done pretty well. You know, it has moved up off of those 52-week lows, and it seems to be consolidating around this range. Hopefully we get, you know, a nice bump in the price of gold, and then Calibre Mining can continue to move up. So now might be a great time to take a look at the company, and the first thing I wanted to do in this video was actually highlight their strong quarter. So the company just announced strong third quarter financial results, increasing free cash flow from a fourth consecutive quarter of record gold production at 73,485 ounces, resulting in a record year-to-date earnings of 16 cents per share. So in this market where money is tight, interest rates are high, for a company to be producing and earning revenue, as I mentioned, is very important. Let's take a quick look at these highlights. So record cash on hand of $97 million, a 26% increase over Q2 of 2023 and 72% higher than at the beginning of 2023. Free cash flow increased over Q2 of 2023 to $16.3 million, fourth consecutive record quarterly gold sales of 73,241 ounces, grossing $143.9 million total revenue at an average realized gold price of $19.29 per ounce. Consolidated total cash costs, or TCC, of $1,007, and all-in sustained costs, or AISC, for ones familiar with gold producers, of $1,115 per ounce. So you can do the simple math. They're producing for an all-in sustained cost of just over $1,000 or just over $1,100, and selling it onto the market for $19.29 per ounce. And you know, with gold expected to be going up past 2,000, you can do the simple math. You know, the company is set to make some good money. So adjusted net income of $24.5 million, or 5 cents per basic share. Exploration success at Libertad yielded an initial mineral resource estimate at the Vulcan gold deposit, intercepted high-grade gold targets at the Jabali mine, potentially expanding resources, continue to expand zones of high-grade gold mineralization at Atravesada and along the Vitam gold corridor, both within the Limon mine complex. Two more highlights: high-grade near-surface drill results immediately north and south of the operating Pan mine demonstrate potential to increase resources, grade, and confidence across the property. And finally, announced a normal course issuer bid as a responsible and potential use of available cash. So that means the company is essentially buying back their shares, which should support the price. All very positive news, or so it seems to be very positive news. Now, guys, I want to jump to their website, take a quick look at the company along with the investor presentation, and hopefully you can put this company on your watch list to take a look at for the impending, hopefully impending gold bull market that is to come, because I'm a believer in gold. I personally think that gold is going to crack 2,000 an ounce in a meaningful way, and the producers definitely are set to capitalize initially, and then of course, hopefully, the mid to smaller cap stocks can also get some love, but that's to be determined. It's always the producers first. So we've got a couple highlights here on their website. So delivering sustainable value for our stakeholders through powerful business strategies. You can head on over to their website, that is calibremining.com. Multi-jurisdiction, diversified producer in the Americas with producing mines in Nevada, USA, and Nicaragua. You can also find here in the recent news, they did talk about some of their drill results, so it is nice to see that they are actively exploring as well. Now let's dive into the investor presentation and highlight a few things. They do also trade on the OTCQX under ticker symbol CXBMF. Calibre Mining creating a growth-oriented, America's-focused mid-tier gold producer with a compelling value proposition. So some of the highlights: building a growth-oriented, America-focused mid-tier gold producer, 3 operations, diversified production in the Americas, demonstrated delivery, robust organic growth platform, significant mine life extension potential. As we mentioned, a huge cash position, which is great. They also started that NCIB, so that should support the price of the stock. High-grade discovery. You can take a look at some of these drill results. Phenomenal. 66 grams per ton, 22 grams per ton, 26 grams per ton, over 8.1 meters. VTEM geophysical corridor contains recently discovered high-grade gold zone stretching an initial 1.5 kilometer trend. $5 billion management and board track record. So that's the value delivered to shareholders prior to Calibre, invested and aligned with shareholders, delivering on commitments. The potential. What's the potential for the company? Discovery drilling in Nevada and Nicaragua, high impact multi-rig drilling underway, 2023 100 kilometers of drilling planned. And as we mentioned before, 250 to 275,000 ounces. That is their 2023 consolidated guidance with. So the total cash cost and the all-in sustaining cost, we just highlighted that in their current quarterly update. So I'd say the numbers look pretty good. Attractive valuation. There we have Calibre Mining compared to, some of the other companies in the space. So attractive value proposition. This is a great chart because it compares the consensus gold production compared to some of the peers, along with, the fact that CBX trades at a significant discount to peers at an average of $3,390 enterprise value per ounce. You can further take a look at some of these comparisons. So this slide highlights growth, reserves, production, and cash, which we did touch on in the quarterly earnings report. But I will say, in terms of their outlook and growth, on track to deliver guidance of 250 to 275,000 ounces at an all-in sustained cost of $1,175 to $1,275 per ounce. Referring back to the most recent quarterly earnings press release, we can see here that they do have individual guidance. So refer to the most recent quarterly earnings report for more accurate guidance, because I know that this was put out very recently and I believe the report is November 2nd. Yes, to confirm, that report was released November 2nd. So this press release is in fact more up to date than this investor presentation, but I still wanted to highlight a few key points. So here we have some brief information about the Nicaragua operating platform. So feel free to pause this video at any point. I'm not going to read every single fine detail, but I want to emphasize that they are a multi-jurisdiction gold producer looking to expand their production as they move into 2024. So that is probably the single most thing that I'm excited about when it comes to this company. Also the fact that the company is actively exploring and they have potential to add more ounces into the ground. And I also like the fact that they are actively exploring, looking to add more ounces into the ground, and they are making money so they can fund these operations. And I wanted to stress again the fact that they can have an NCIB going, which is pretty great for shareholders. Now let's move to Nevada exploration. And as we can see here, some great information on the exploration program in Nevada. Feel free to pause this investor presentation at any point. Then we've got the Gold Eagle project. So some highlights when it comes to delivering sustainable value for shareholders, delivering on commitments, strong financial position, to stress again, underexplored and prospective land packages, growing production base in the Americas. So now I want to take a quick moment to highlight management, specifically their CEO, Darren Hall, who is also the president and director, 35 plus years of experience in the mining industry, previously COO of Newmarket Gold and Kirkland Lake Gold. Prior to that, held varying senior roles with Newmont Mining, so some of the largest gold producers in the world. So management seems to be highly experienced. So now we have some very technical information when it comes to their projects. Once again, feel free to download this investor presentation and thoroughly read through this. I also want to mention in here that they do have a strong commitment to ESG practices, and you can read more about this in their investor presentation, but it is nice to see a company that is proactive and cares about the environment. Now I want to get into the capital structure because I feel like this is very important and it is something that we need to highlight. So B2 Gold, which is one of the largest gold producers, owns 25%. Retail owns 37%, institutional investors own 35%, and the board and management own about 3%. Last 3-month average daily volume, 1.9 million shares. So there are 452 basic shares outstanding, fully diluted shares, 499.7 million, and we already talked about the recent market cap. And that's pretty much it for the introduction, guys. So there's a couple reasons why I feel like you should be watching this company today, and I'm gonna reiterate a couple things. Their strong cash position, they've got an ongoing non-course issuer bid, so they're buying back their own shares. They are producing, they look to ramp up production, they're actively exploring, and this should all bode well if the price of gold does continue to rise. This company should be able to not only capitalize on their production, but hopefully add some value on the exploration side of things as well. So take a look at Calibre Mining today. I enjoyed this video, guys. Hope you did as well, and we'll see you in our next video. If you like these videos, kindly hit that subscribe button and the bell for notifications. Drop us a comment down below. We'd love to hear from you. And finally, always remember, Departures Capital is for information, education, and entertainment purposes only. Don't buy or sell a stock because you heard it on here. Buy or sell a stock because you've done your research, you've done your thorough due diligence, and you're making your own personal investment decisions for yourself. This video is not financial advice. Furthermore, this video may or may not have been sponsored by the companies that we've profiled within this video, and we may or may not own shares of any of the profiled companies in this video. If you want to know the full disclosure details, check the description down below along with thoroughly reading our disclaimer. Thanks so much for watching, guys, and I look forward to seeing you in our next video.